And we're back
We
again.
are.
Podcast number 11. What we're going to be talking about today on the Vorpal cast is going to be a good old Blue Mountain State session, an old school show that they probably couldn't play now, but god damn it was fantastic.
It's great.
And I got Michael and Riley and whoever's in the chat. We got the Bostonians in the chat, right?
Yep. Chris in the chat. He said hello gamers. But he did
Hey,
it he did
gamers.
it in quotations like Riley's voice, I'm assuming.
Oh, only Riley's able to do that one.
Yeah.
Hey gamers, it's time.
But we'll start it off with season 1, episode 1. Fucking, it's called Hazing. Look it up. What'd you guys think about that one?
Bro, that's like one of the strongest pilots. But I noticed something, like they have a completely different stadium in the pilot episode than they do the rest of the series.
The hell it do.
But yeah, no, that was like just such a strong pilot. Like it was fucking flawless.
It's one of the rare shows that like it doesn't really feel like there's any like takeoff period. It just like stays consistent from like
Yeah.
the very beginning all the way through. Like it doesn't have this like, oh well, you just gotta get through the first 5 episodes and then it really gets good. Like
Right.
it just starts out at the level that it starts out at and just stays consistent, which is something that shows really are too afraid to attempt to do.
Mhm.
They don't want to put everything out in the first couple episodes because if people get bored with it, then it's wasted money.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Episode 1, we got the fun introducing to Thad.
One of the
Thad,
greatest
Alex.
characters in all of television history.
After rewatching it,
Yeah.
for sure he's hands down one of the greatest ones. You have Larry, Donnie. I really like Harmon.
Yep. Harmon's great.
And then you got Sammy, Shiloh, the coaches. You got that evil bitch that Shiloh's with.
Oh, Denise.
Yeah, damn old D-Nice be fucking everybody. But when you guys was watching that first episode and you're seeing the hazing and it's goofy, what'd you guys think about that cookie race?
Oh, chocolate cookie race.
The chocolate cookie race. We gotta talk about
Dude, it was just so strong when Thad just said, "Get this guy a jock strap and a cookie." And, like, it's just so great. And then he fucking eats the cookie after he wins.
Yeah, he eats his own fucking cookie. That's I like it because it's also kind of introducing you to kind of what Thad's character is about.
Yeah.
A little bit. He's a little bit weird there.
A little unpredictable.
But then what a way, besides to end that show, what a way to start that show with Sammy's fucking first one done.
Yep.
I still laughed when I watched it again.
Dude,
I'm like, I forgot he fucking did that.
I realized he did that in the beginning of the movie too. He didn't say it, but he did it.
He's not he's not hiding either.
Yeah.
He's like viciously standing over and just like
yeah.
aggressively getting it. Now that's a good way. Now the blackmail and the mascot I found that funny again because I realized that mascot's that fucking dancing Asian guy from Hot Rod.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, so it made it even better, Chester.
So good.
So the blackmail was pretty good. Kind of gets you an intro to how everybody is gonna be. Now we'll get after a few episodes and you realize that you have good old Stephen Amell in there.
Yeah.
Hooking up with a tranny prostitute.
Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
And he's so young, I didn't catch it, and then I caught it this time, and I was like, "Fuck!" After watching everything, I'm like, "That's him."
Like he has failed this college football team.
Yeah, he has. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
The prostitute was so funny. I may suck dick for crack, but at the end of the day, I lay in my bed right with God.
Fucking A. Season 1, that was only like up to episode like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that was like honestly, like you were asking me what my favorite season was, and it's so hard, but season 1 just had so many just like memorable one-liners. It's crazy.
It did. It did. That was really good.
Yeah.
Well, see, after that, then it started getting real good, where it started showing you just how crazy Thad would go when you get to watch the episode with Oksana.
Yep.
When everybody just falls in love with it.
It's like banging a waterfall.
And like the fact that everybody was doing it, I don't know if it even got cleaned fucking once.
Clearly it didn't, because they all got syphilis.
Yeah, like just disgusting. Everybody gets one more night, but the fact that Dad was about to just murder everybody, and the fact that he started crying because you don't mess with a man's fucking
Oksana.
right? You don't mess with whatever the fuck their ritual.
Yeah.
But I think the funniest part with the Oksana is when every time he bangs it, he's like, "I love you, Dad. You're my hero." It's just like
Every
it's
time
fucking weird.
He said, "Every time I stick my humongous dick into this piece of plastic, I think of my dad."
And it's just the confidence that he says that shit with, in the faces that character does. Alan Richardson's he's funny.
Yeah, he's great.
Now I really loved the episode where Alex didn't want to do no slap ass. He wouldn't acknowledge anything.
Dude, okay. Sidebar on that, the dad is Metatron from Supernatural.
Yeah. I started laughing my ass off on that too, because I was like, oh god damn.
And he's the principal in New Girl.
Oh, son of a bitch, is he? I haven't watched a lot of New Girl, but
Yeah.
it's funny to go back and watch and see like all these
It's
other
just-
actors you didn't catch the first time.
Yeah.
The show was from like that real like nice time period where a lot of those actors either were only in like one or two things that people would know them from
Mhm.
at the time that they did BMS, or BMS is like one of their earliest breakout roles
Yeah.
before they got something that everyone remembers them from. So it's always nice to go back and watch like shows like BMS or God, I'm totally blanking. There's other shows from that time frame, but just going back to see like how many people that you recognize from like something that could be like one of your favorite movies or shows now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it's funny. The Marathon Monday episode, the girl that Alex is like with all day, Jill, she's the daughter on Schitt's Creek. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even catch it until I was like, well, she looks hella familiar. Who is that? I'm like, oh shit.
Amber hasn't even watched a lot of Blue Mountain State. Fucking saw her and goes the same thing. Hey,
Yeah.
that's the fucking daughter from Schitt's Creek. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh no shit. So I haven't really watched a lot of that.
That show's funny. That show's
I-
real funny.
I've seen some bits and pieces, and it's got the mom from Malcolm, or not Malcolm in the Middle, but Home Alone and Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
But
It's got the
The,
where's my strong hand guy in it.
yeah,
That's my strong hand.
I've seen them a couple of times in
Yeah.
the episodes. Now the end of that episode, where they're trying to get that condom out of the freezer, and then they get
He
fucking
puts it in his mouth, dude.
He just puts it in his mouth, and you see him take it out, just
Acknowledge it.
disgusting. Acknowledge it. I mean, you have to acknowledge that.
You have
That-
to.
that's a
You
fucking
have
play.
to.
He-
He got a strong double slap for that one too. Like he deserved
Oh
it.
yeah. that was a good one. I think the other thing about season 1 that I liked in episode 1, we'll go back to that one, was where they ask where you come from.
From
And
our
he's like,
father's
"Oh,
balls.
Ohio?" And he's like, "No. Wrong, sad." He goes, "From my father's balls." Correct. Say that shit hella aggressively. But beyond that, I mean, that was a lot of there's a lot of good season 1.
Yeah.
So most of the characters I think that got a lot were Thad. You got a lot of introduction to Thad, Larry, Alex, and Sammy
hmm
in season 1. A lot I noticed.
In 2, you get more of the side characters like Harmon.
Harmon, Donnie, Larry.
Yeah.
You do get some Shiloh in season 1 because
Well, obviously, because that's the only season he's in.
he gets. Yeah, I mean, fuck. It's kind of a bummer because I liked him. He was fun.
I like Shiloh. Yeah, his whole like turnaround after he broke up with Denise was great. But let's talk about how he got the promise ring stuff. He lost the promise ring inside of the stripper.
Lost it inside the stripper. What are you gonna do?
They go in there with a metal detector.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing? Nothing, man. Nothing.
Oh, that shit was so funny.
But season 1 was pretty good, I think. Well, I don't know. What was your favorite episode out of season 1?
Dude, that's hard. Drug Olympics.
You know what? I forgot. We just talk about the drug Olympics where everybody takes their drugs. Everybody is so fucked up besides Harmon because he's done everything 3 times over, and he's just like, nah, I'm good. Fucking, I love Thad's. We're gonna play football. No teams.
That's the
One team,
episode.
no team.
That's the episode where he gets beat up by the girl with no arms, right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And Sammy gets hella pissed because all of them are doing the team building Olympics, and he's like, "Fuck, nobody's hanging out with me."
And then he
like,
builds her arms, and then she starts chasing Thad. Dude, he's like,
"Ah!" She can scream.
I love it because his scream was totally sold by the fact that he damn near went on his tiptoes and arched hella back. Big guy screaming like that's a little fucking ridiculous.
Dude, but I love it. That's just the Thad thing to do.
Basically. And I'm glad that he kept that throughout all the season.
Oh yeah, even in the movie, he did that shit. When he took the balloon and he inhaled the Harmon's drugs through the balloon, he sees the demon. He's like, he starts screaming. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is nice, right? This guy a check."
He's just like screaming hella violently because the dude's like, "I'm gonna eat your soul." He's like, "Oh, this is great." Like, fuck, dude, what kind of drugs do you need? And that's great though. You find out it's fucking Jankum that they're making in the goddamn movie, and I always think of the American Dad episode when they do Jankum, so I'm like, oh yeah, fucking ridiculous. But what else in season 1 stood out to you the most?
Oh, that's hard. Let me pull up an episode list.
I was like, cause you got pretty good. Yeah, I got most of the episodes written down. I got a lot of the side notes of the main things in season 1. Season 2 had a little bit more.
Let's see. The lacrosse episode was good.
Is
that
season 1?
Yeah.
Oh, it was because season 2 was the hockey players.
Yeah. Oh, dude. The oil change.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was season 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's season 1. The oil change.
How did I not? Oh, it fucking was season 1. So yeah, let's talk about the oil change. Son of a bitch, man. The fact that
they could not stay sober.
No, you're straight. Like, and the only one excited about it is Thad.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like, "No, I don't want to do it." And he's like, "Yeah, come on, oil change." It's just like, what the fuck? And then you cut the fake dicks.
Yep.
This is the only way. Shiloh gets away with it. School spirit, baby.
Dude. The finale episode for season 1 was the bowl game episode. And that was when they like Shiloh got arrested because he got accused by that girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then dude, Thad goes into the police station and beats the shit out of all the cops. He just walks in and starts immediately throwing hands, dude.
Fucking violent.
Yeah.
I was gonna run in there. They're running from the fucking cops and shit. At the end, that was good. It was a bummer because they ended that season 1 with a fucking loss in that bowl game.
Yeah.
Because Alex had 3 broken ribs and just got fucked.
Yep, and fucking Stephen Amell got food poisoning.
From something.
From Thad. It was from Thad.
Yeah.
Or no, it was from the other school. He fell for it because Thad was talking about how he's gonna do the food poisoning, and then he does it. He's like, I thought about that whole thing, and then the other team ended up actually doing it, and that's how they got Stephen Amell. They ended the Green Arrows football career.
That's why he had to go back. That's why he went to the island and trained. He got mad coming back.
Yeah.
Teach him a lesson.
He went to Leanne U.
hell yeah. Well, fucking season 1 was super great. I definitely Thad and Alex are probably the two best. Sammy was good in season 1 too, but definitely more Thad Alex. Now, season 2.
Starts off strong with Thad getting a finger in his butt.
That's episode 2.
No, it's episode 1. I'm looking at it right here. I literally have the episode. Yeah, the fingering is episode 1.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Well, fuck it. I got it written down. Oh, yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah.
So that's when you get the intro to Ray Don and Mary Jo. You get to find out Mary Jo's a big old sloop.
Yep.
And you got Ray Don Randell, the unidentified blackmail. And then, yeah, you get Tad takes a finger in the fucking ass. And that episode was fantastic. I actually liked how they did it because
the way that they
take was completely different. Everybody was everybody was way more than what they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
Season 2 had probably my favorite episode, which was Vision Quest.
Yeah,
which not only gives us
I
White
can't wait to
Rabbit
talk
Tammy,
about that
but
one.
also gives us Stacy Keebler.
Yep.
Yeah, Stacy. Yeah, I'll definitely get
Oh,
that. Fucking...
out of left field.
Oh yeah, I love it. Go give me another Thad. We'll definitely talk about that. That's one of my favorite episodes. The finger in the ass though is great because Larry seemed to be a little bit more tougher. And then they talked when Thad was trying to demonstrate about Radon, he's like, nah, it's because Radon got scared, and the way that Radon was throwing it, he's like, oh shit! He tossed the ball hella weak. I'm like, well, it wasn't that bad. But that was a good one. Everybody's takes was fantastic. And then now I think one of the other good episodes is fucking Thad getting rid of Oksana for the top 3. Everybody going celibate.
Yep.
That episode was wild because everybody was getting mad. I can feel it. My balls getting heavier. Fucking Harmon dawning. But that one was great because you got to see Radon drop that song, I Want to Lay You Down and Put It in Your Neck. Which is hands down a fantastic song. I had to put it down in the notes because I'm like, you don't get better than that. I want to lay you down and put it in your neck. Just deliberate.
Yeah, that's episode 3. Season 2 was really good.
Yeah, it was. Season 2 had quite a bit. But you had that one. That one was just really good because you had the father get hella aggressive on fucking Alex. He's like, you gotta get laid. And he's like, you better pray. It's like, what the fuck, Father? What are you doing? Mary Jo came in on that sex again one.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking everybody a boner.
Yeah.
You find out a little bit more about Harmon. I used to masturbate with
motor oil.
I'm that guy. You're like, I've never fucking even heard about that guy.
Harmon's a different breed, man. He
came out in season 2 quite a bit, and I definitely liked him in season 2.
Yeah, I think he was my favorite character in the movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like rewatching, I only got through a little bit of it today, but rewatching the movie, I'm like, damn, dude, Harmon like was the best character.
Now, sidebar, they did fuck up. I've noticed it because when they're trying to get Thad back to get the goat house saved, and Harmon's like, this man burned all my weed.
Yep, they didn't.
But in season 3, Sammy saved it. I was like, you guys fucked up a little bit on that one, but that's okay. But the other good one I thought was it was a Sammy episode, but it was when they're signing all the contract deals and getting everybody.
Oh yeah.
And Sammy turned straight up into a fucking mafia lord. Yeah, forget about it.
and then the coach finds out, and he's like at his house, like he wakes up in like next to Coach's pool. He's like, "Where am I?" It's like the lion's dead.
Yeah, he's like, I'm thirsty. Go get him some water, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck, Sammy? Power got into your head. He's eating cupcakes, getting cupcake drunk.
Yeah.
That one was good because then it showed you Rev Theory, who plays
Mhm.
their intro. We saw
Yeah.
how they were.
Yeah, they played songs
Intro
that
to
weren't the intro, and it was great. And then when they played they played the intro song on that episode, right? They did the
Hmm?
intro song and then a different song after that. So
Yeah,
it
they
was
did.
cool.
Yeah, they did some other one I haven't heard. But then
Yeah.
they had the good old switcheroony. Yeah, that fucking that son trying to be all,
Yeah.
God, if you ever played as hard as me, if you had half the heart I did, we'd be champions by now. And you know what's funny is he reminds me of somebody I used to play football with back in the day in freshman year.
Damn.
That's why I was like, God damn it, that's funny. Now, one of the greatest ones ever, Vision Quest. What a intro to that one where he's just
Dude,
running through the
it was so
forest
wild.
and then there's a dildo on the door.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And he screams again, classic.
Like
The fact that
everybody's face is all distorted and shit. Like when he's trying to get the
yeah.
door open. Oh, it was so
Oh
cool.
yeah, I love it because it started off great. He's having some issues, and just the only one who fakes it, of course, Harmon says, "Vision Quest."
Yep.
Now the fun thing is the only drugs I haven't done that he mentioned was fucking peyote and uh ayahuasca. But his suitcase was fucking ridiculous when he whips that out.
Mm.
Talks about the mushrooms. This'll, you know, show you the door, but the peyote will just knock the fucking doors off. It'll, blow it. Then when he said fucking, hey, what's good? Fucking one of the trippiest ones. When Thad took all of that, and Harmon's reaction, I think, was one of the
Yeah.
best I've seen, where he's
Yeah.
just like, what did you do?
It's-
He's like, I have a lot to think about. That was enough drugs to last us the week. And I wasn't, you don't ever expect him to be like, okay, we need to leave and board the houses and shut the doors, and we need to lock him inside.
Yeah.
We need to bail now. Hurry.
I think that's when you get to get that feeling of like, oh, this is gonna be like a fucking episode because the drug guy's like, no, we gotta fucking get out.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
And then the next shift scene is great too. Just I could handle a few plants. Just fucking hungover, puking everything out. But what about the Vision Quest? Now, what I caught in the Vision Quest, and I feel it's just because I've done drugs and I'm smoking and high. Well, you know how everybody noticed kind of Thad being at that party, right? Like Alex was like, "Oh, you can't be here. You need to go somewhere else." Harmon had a whole different reaction when he walked to that party, and he's like, "Hell yeah, this is a good Vision Quest." So how drugged up is Harmon to get into that and just be like, "This is a cool Vision Quest," and he's not helping Thad. He's like, he's fucking enjoying his Vision Quest.
Yeah.
I was like, Harmon, what the fuck are you doing?
Like I said, Harmon's a
Shaman
different
ass
breed.
motherfucker.
Yep.
He hella is, and
he's the guide.
He kind of is too, and that's what's funny. Is you see that in season 3 too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of bummer because you see that where he wants to go pro and then not, and then yeah, you get that Stacy Keebler showing up, which she was still fucking gorgeous. And then I like how he has that Ric Flair hair too.
Yeah.
I noticed that was really great too. Get your dick faces up, get me another Thad, and make me a hand sandwich, woman. Just aggressive as fuck. Now I like that his pocket pussy in the Vision Quest was the source of his power too.
Yeah. It is Thad's just essence.
Yeah, the great Ray Don Randell. The other part that was fun too is when they almost did that duel.
Oh
Ray Don
yeah.
and Alex.
Yeah.
And Thad was just fucking about it, and he's like, "Who's gonna bring me my championship?" You didn't give a shit. But that episode was great too. Oh, now the episode with Chuck Liddell was also another great
Dude. Penis gobblers.
one. Eating penis gobblers, right? But the fact that You in that episode, you also learned out you can't call a man a pussy in that episode, but they freak out. That was when Radon was acting like a bitch because he got hit hella hard. He's like,
Yeah, he had to go to therapy and shit.
right. He's in his little cryo chamber. She's
Yeah.
like, I want you to nurse from my breast. He's like, what? What?
This shit was so wild. Radon, with his whole dreams show.
Oh my
Dreams.
god. Bro, Radon was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I'm gonna jump this car. Radon was a good character they added. He was pretty fun. He was good for the season 2.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, did he get you this? What is that, a gold cup? Hell yeah, ain't nothing better than gold rubbing up against your balls. It's like, fuck. Now, it's kind of funny that they got Chuck Liddell to even do that. He still got his ass whipped though. Sammy.
Dude, I mean, it was on Spike, and they were doing a bunch
Yeah,
of
that was Spike
animation at
back
the
in the
time.
day, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yep.
Now, season 2 is great. Now, I also like the finale for that one too. It's
Riot. The Riot
good.
episode.
Riot's the next one we're gonna get right.
It was so
we'll get
good.
into that.
But that was the
Yeah,
finale.
that's the finale.
Yeah, ding dong.
You brought up the finale. He said Riot. And you're like, we'll get into that.
Oh my god! For some reason, I wrote down the Riot in season 3.
Nope.
No,
It's the
season 3
finale.
starts with dick pics, I
Yep.
believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it is Dick Pics, which is a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I got more
before
memory of
we-
the later stuff.
Yeah, but before we get into the season 3 stuff, Riley, so you said Vision Quest is yours. Vision Quest is one of mine too. But Michael, what about you? What is one of your favorite episodes from season 2?
From 2, it's a tie between the Riot episode and the Drunk Tank episode. I love the Drunk Tank episode.
Drunk,
Dude, it's so good
Drunk
when they're all like
Tank, I
coming
didn't-
out of the mud and shit.
That's good. Season 2 just kept hitting with a lot of their fucking episodes.
Dude, he made the pizza delivery guy snort vodka.
Fuck, that would be bad. I don't know about that.
Wild.
But all right, well, let's talk about that finale. The Riot King, they won, and it was like a fucking zombie chase.
Dude,
the
it
whole
was.
time.
It was, and they were trying to kill Sammy the whole time, bro.
I felt bad for that. They're just fucking get that guy.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck, them the cheerleaders. But I liked it because then everybody kind of sacrificed themselves. Donnie's was
Yeah.
kind of shitty though because he stayed. He needed to get some food.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah, fuck. He's like, I got
chips
it.
or chocolate, chips or chocolate.
He's like, I don't know, just get it. Got stuck. Fucking. He got fucking fucked into that damn machine.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, and then Radon shows up in his riot gear.
Riot gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's controlling the riot.
Mhm.
Halfway, he's like, where'd you get that from? He's like, a police officer. I'm like, yeah, Radon straight beat the shit out of a cop and took it. Let's
Yep.
go. Now, what else did you guys like about the Riot episode?
It was so good. That Sammy was just trying to bang all the cheerleaders before before they got to him.
Before he died?
Yeah.
The fact that he said, this is my fantasy, and he's like, want you two kissing on the edge of
Yeah.
the bed, you doing this, you two ride me. You two feeling as you see fit.
And then Mary Jo's like, you go up there and bang those cheerleaders.
Right?
And then she
Fucking Mary
immediately
Jo.
gets overran by like everybody breaking into the goat house.
Yeah, she took like 3 people out and
Yeah.
just got fucking trampled. And
Yep.
if you heard her, she's like, my tit!
Yeah.
Her tits are getting stomped. I like that Sammy got to do the play with all the cheerleaders where they all got on him at the end.
Yeah. He just wakes up, thank you, and then just leaves immediately.
Now, they also. So that was the finale of the season 2 Toozers, which was one of the good seasons too, because it just kind of It wasn't shitty from the first season. It just kept kind of built up
Yeah.
from the first. Kept going good. Now season 3, starting off with the dick pic. Now they also get that loss in the beginning in the dick pic. They also took a loss. It was like their first game, and they got that fucking 1-0, and everybody got mad.
Yeah. Well, it's because they didn't have Thad.
That was doing some weird shit. And then
Yep.
the dick pic episode. Let's feel about that. Thad took a picture of his dick on Alex's phone and sent it to the girl.
Yep. And it worked.
It still works, but it's wild that she she wasn't paying attention and didn't be like, "This wasn't your dick that you sent me."
Yeah.
But the fact that it got so out of hand that they had to throw a poster in front of the whole thing, and we're football players, our dicks are real. Like, these are our dicks. I mean, Sammy was right that
Dude,
episode.
I love Sammy's whole take on it, because he's like, yeah, I wake up every morning, take a picture, balls and face in it, and mass text it to everybody. He just goes against all the rules that Thad set. He's like, you're wrong.
He does, and then you hear Alex like, "Yep, I get one every morning."
Yep. And he wakes up the next morning, he's like, good morning, Sammy.
Why would you mass text it to everybody?
Because he's Sammy, bro.
Yes, that's just what he does.
The fact that later that episode, a fucking female came up to him and was like, "You've been sending me dick pics for the past 3 years." She was gonna call the cops. And she's like, "He's committed. Like, this is commitment." And then gave him a chance. Everybody was blown away. Shit, I was blown away.
He said it's a numbers game, essentially.
And that's what's wild. Oh, you know what else? Season 2? Fucking the nerds versus the jocks episode.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
where they
that
where they lose all their nerds.
the fact that they're like weeping because the one drowned, and Sammy was like,
Yeah, it's
"I was
'cause-
the one that drowned that bitch because he's a nerd."
Yeah, Sammy fucking made holes in the water bed, and the dude drowned in it.
Yeah, I don't fucking what the face down. Like, if you just turned, you would have been fine. I don't understand.
Yeah.
That was a good one though too. Got that weird little Sammy. The way Sammy ended that at the banquet was like, it was funny because it's from some fucking part of the movie. That did that too. Now, here's a question about fucking season 3. You don't see a lot of Radon. What happened to Radon?
He got his arm re-injured, and he was out for the season.
At the end, and then they just kept him out for the season. I don't know if they were gonna bring him back or not.
That was the
makes sense.
excuse that they had, is that he re-injured his arm and he was out for the whole season.
Mhm.
And he never came back.
Yeah. The episode that wasn't too bad was the one you find out about Alex's fucking nickname, Couch.
Oh yeah.
And then you find out Thad's real name, Kevin.
Kevin.
You're like,
The
"Fuck."
fact that he got it because he had a lisp or something, and he just kept saying that he was sad.
Yeah,
That's how he got his name.
I'm Thad. And then people just kept calling me Thad. And I mean, he took power. That's how you do it. Now, what I really loved is during that they had that it was the BMS versus the other guys, and all the power went out or whatever. The fact that the rival Thad had what damn near was a Thad, and they were getting together.
Yeah.
And I really, I laughed about the force field because they were being so serious, and he put that force field up. And then when they're gonna go in and play beer pong, the guy stopped and he's like, "Whoa, what about the force field?" And Dad's like, "Oh yeah, Zoop, you can come in now." I'm like, "Fuck, you guys are so serious about the force field."
You got to abide by the force field.
You gotta abide by the rules, man. But that was a good episode. You find out about Couch, find out some basic stuff, but then you find out the girl was gonna fuck Alex over again, and
Mhm.
he's like, "That's what I thought." And I'm like, "Shouldn't do it, Alex."
We gotta talk about how Thad didn't go pro in season 3
He didn't, and
because he
did
got
you?
set up.
That my friend, the frame up is next on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frame up that fucking happened, then you find out during, the fucking the coach's old fucking coach did that, Coach Daniels.
Yeah.
His previous one did that to him, fucked him over. And then he did that, and it fucking
I love the whole
lied straight to his face.
Yeah, I love the whole rundown that Thad gave of why he didn't go pro, like in the first episode. He was like, well, these girls invited me up to their room for a pizza party. He's just doing a fucking mound of coke. He's like, I love cocaine.
he's just like, yeah.
And he's like, then those same sleuths brought me back to their dad's boat. And I don't even like boats. He's on there just begging the girl. He's like, I love boats.
Yeah. Just giving it to her, doggy. The frame up was wild though, because like, I understand he's one of your best players, but like, why would you ruin his life that bad to keep him another year?
Hey, he wanted that
Like,
championship.
Fuck, that bad? Wild. And then the C word. That
Oh,
episode
yeah.
was great.
That
The
was a good
concussion
one.
episode.
Yeah.
Dad's talking to himself the whole time, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, and I won't tell you. I don't know, and I won't tell you. Just talking to himself, trying to write it down, taking pictures. I mean, he definitely functioned how he needed to that episode, but
Yeah.
goddamn.
No, he crushed it. I mean, honestly, just like the way that he portrayed having that concussion, killed it.
Oh yeah, you did real good. And then you got the new coach that comes in, the new offensive coordinator coach.
Yeah.
Now, what about the ice sticks?
Oh
They
yeah,
overheat.
yeah.
Jesus Christ!
That's
Talk about having a
tough.
fucking popsicle in the ass.
Yeah, that's tough. That thing was like this big. Like that shit was
And the fact that he
crazy.
told him to fucking give that offensive coordinator won that one because they found out his wife was Miss fucking whatever
Yeah,
back in the day, and Alex comes out with Miss Tits fucking
Yeah.
written on his practice jersey. Now, what else so far have from the previous episodes kind of popped out from you? Season 3 wasn't as like going up as season 2 was, but it was
it
building
was
in a
still
different
good.
way.
Yeah, it was still
Yeah.
good. It just wasn't like
They had
as
gotten budget
strong.
cuts, which
Yeah.
is why they had a hard time doing it.
Yeah, it was kind of more about the football though in season 3, which was kind of cool. And then yeah, you had the suspension that fucking happened.
Oh yeah, the death penalty episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a wild one where they tried to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh,
damn!
is that a shiny Sneasel?
Yes,
That
it
is. I got an outbreak that I've been doing for like off and on between doing errands today. So that outbreak's
Okay.
been active
Damn.
for hours.
Quick sidebar. Do you find shinies more in the outbreaks
Yes.
instead of out in the wild?
Yes.
If you do the
Okay.
thing to get the messages to appear, and then you also have a shiny charm.
I just got the shiny charm today. I got all the legendaries, and then I got King Gambit and Gimme Gold today, so I fucking completed it. Yay!
Yeah, once you get
Yeah.
there's 3 messages that'll pop up during the outbreak after you kill a bunch. So the third one is
I did
not
it.
many left from the original outbreak. That's when you want to stop and just start doing area refreshes.
Okay, yeah, I did one earlier when I didn't have the shiny charm. But
I got my hair across last night too, Riley. I forgot to tell you.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I fucking went to sleep. So
yeah, I don't know. We'll probably go play something after this. But,
yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna be playing tonight. That and I gotta do some Iron Banner later too. So.
No. So the suspension was shitty because Alex thought he fixed it, but he ended up getting all the good players suspended.
Yeah.
But how'd you guys like the "if you build it, they will come"
Dude.
kind of episode?
Oh, the
Yeah, the
Oh,
cornfield.
dude.
cornfield. I thought it was a good way to end it.
Mhm.
Like, it was definitely funny, and they said that was like I'd seen an interview. They did the creators and cast did a AMA on Reddit, and they said that that was like one of the more challenging ones to do because they actually built a football field inside of a corn maze or inside of a cornfield, which gave me like even more respect for for that those episodes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That was fun because even the team that won was like, we kind of wanted to play everybody, not
Mhm.
just these fuckers. Like we wanted the best.
They want the
Oh,
real
you know.
BMS team.
Yeah,
So.
you had fucking Magic Mullet Man over there.
Oh
And then
yeah,
he sent over,
Stalin.
so I like it's Stalin, and he has like the most American fucking haircut
Yeah.
ever. And he's just hella yoked out like fucking Macho Man. But those episodes were good, and then they got to play Blackwell, which I really liked for the ending because it was a good game. It was close, and then I like when the coach was talking to him at the half, and they're trying to play to be aggressive, and he's like, "Don't." He goes, "Just play football to fucking play football because you enjoy
Yeah.
it." And then they started coming back and started winning because fuck it, they
Dude,
won.
that whole thing where they were in the barn, like, and they were like, think about, like, just close your eyes and think about what made you love football, and everybody started doing it, and Donnie's just high as shit, so he just imagined himself laughing.
Johnny,
yeah,
so
and then it
Johnny
gets
was
to
great.
and then it gets to Alex, and he doesn't even like he can't remember, and then he gets knocked out later, and then he
fucking
remembers. And then just everything changes. It was so good how they did that.
Yeah, I think it was good too because the halftime when they found the weed, Donnie was just the whole time second half. I was paying attention this time. Motherfucker did not stop laughing
No.
for like the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know how they like either they really got his character that high or gave him laughing gas because that dude was just fucking going.
Yeah.
And they're like, Alex is just like, "Hey, it works. It works. Don't move. Donnie's high as shit, so don't move until the ball moves."
They got so many offsides from that play too.
Yeah, just because Donnie was high, everybody kept getting the offsides.
Yep.
And then they got that win over Blackwell. How fucking epic! Because BMS rules.
Dude, that whole second episode of the finale was like emotional. It was so good. Like,
Gotta lie, it was a little. It was a little saddening for sure.
It was that was the best episode of the series. Just like it wasn't just like a funny episode. It actually had so much like character development in such a small time. It was nuts.
Sustenance.
Yeah. So
and then
I love that shit.
You have Hardman coming out with that mega joint.
Yeah. And then Alex gets his picture to go up on the wall in the QB room. Iconic.
I think that was a good way to end it, getting that picture and everybody yelling PMS.
Yeah.
Good way to end it. A little sad because I'm like, fuck, it ends.
Yeah, so that's gonna bring me into my gripe is I wish they didn't give us the movie. I wish they would have just given us one more like season.
I would have loved one more season, senior year for Alex.
Yeah.
Because Thad, I mean, you didn't have to have Thad in it, but you could have Thad come back.
Yeah, like he did in the movie. I mean, like, he brought back. Even Shiloh showed up for a scene. Like, the only person that didn't come back, I don't think, was Radon and.
No, Radon.
Did he show
back too near the end?
Yeah, because I thought we got to see him and Shiloh.
Yeah, he wasn't fucking like in the movie, but he came near the end. It was
wild. Okay. I didn't finish it.
That was like one of the big selling points when the movie was gonna come out. Is everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna get to see Shiloh and Radon in like a scene."
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's wild. Even though it was like not that
wild.
Wild, but it was cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I rewatched like half of it today before we hopped on here, and it was better than what I remembered it being. Honestly, like after rewatching the series and then rewatching half of the movie, it was. I liked it more than I did the first time I watched it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I still like the movie.
I
Yeah.
had the opposite experience with the Entourage movie because I still enjoyed the show, but when I like had rewatched the Entourage movie, I was like, "This fucking sucks." Like
Yeah.
this is just a
Seen it.
cash grab. Fuck.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since when we went to the theaters and watched it.
Yeah, and we thought it was
So-
super good because we had just rewatched all of Entourage. But like, if you go back and watch it again, man, it
Not
like
that great.
they're just trying. It's not good. It's just like rehashing shit from across the seasons because they couldn't come up with an original idea for the movie other than Turtle and Ronda Rousey, which only was there because Ronda Rousey started getting popular.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason it was even there. Not to segue off to a different show of similar.
I know, right? Well, not to do another sidebar, but she just got to deal with Raid, and now she's in the game, and they're like, you can get Ronda Rousey in game, and I'm like, I was like,
Seeing that
how?
shit.
I was like, she's the only one I've seen get her ass whooped like 3 times real bad, and people still hype her the fuck up like she's a badass.
No,
like,
nobody
she's
nobody
still
really
bad, but like,
no, nobody really
she's, like,
hypes her up
everywhere.
anymore.
oh,
It's
dude,
because she gets
Raid
endorsements.
does.
That's it. Dude, Raid Shadow Legends hypes up everybody, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, the wrestling is fantastic.
I'm
I
waiting for
don't
Raid
watch
Shadow
that.
Legends to put a Simply Unlucky character in there. And it'll be like, now
Godly.
our new code SU777 to get
Right.
Simply Unlucky and his godly, new godly rarity.
Konami, what have you done?
Yeah. But
Look, I love Simply Unlucky, but God, dude, his editors need to fucking come up with something different for their titles, bro.
it was fine because like it started out and it was relevant every time he said it. And that's my issue with it is
Yeah.
it went from being relevant every time he said something was godly or like something positive or negative about like Konami in relation to a set, and then
Yeah.
now it's like every video for like the last like year and a half, 2
Right.
years.
How you gonna tell
is
me
everything's
that?
godly?
How you gonna tell
Genesis
me that
Impact.
anything from fucking Speed Duels is godly?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean the
oh,
Paradox Brother set thing is cool, but
it's cool,
it
but it's
is
not godly, bro.
godly, man.
What, they put Gate Guardian in there?
Oh,
What are you gonna do
I mean,
with? What are you gonna do with Gate Guardian? If it was a Starlight Gate Guardian, all day.
it is a nice rarity to see Gate Guardian. Like it's a nice looking rarity
It's a
for it. And I
secret
would
rare,
like to
right?
have the card, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the newer secret.
yeah, they're more prismatic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it looks really cool, and I would like to like maybe at some point grab one of those sets just to see if I can grab
That's
it.
the
'Cause
only
it's
thing
not
that I can find at
guaranteed.
Target, bro.
I didn't have anything when I went to Target the other day to just pick up some groceries. Like
Mm,
empty completely.
damn.
It's like if I was gonna try to grab at least like a pack or something, and it's nothing.
I know. I haven't opened up cards in a minute.
I'm too
I
poor.
went to Target.
I
And there's
just
fucking nothing.
there hasn't been anything good coming out, so I'm just like
End of the year, man. It's end/beginning.
I guess I'm just revving up energy for that LOB reprint to come out. I'm gonna buy so much of it.
I'm not hyped just because like I've seen LOB open so much. I've seen the first like 3-4 sets open so much, and unless they add something like some kind of chase card, I guess it's cool for accessibility of people, but like from a collector standpoint, I think it's nothing to get like hyped about unless they add some
I just
kind
want the
of
nostalgia.
thing. Yeah, I mean, my only issue with that is like the reprint packs of LOB that you would get in the legendary collections are, yeah, they're still a little pricey, but they're not like that much more expensive than like other sets.
I mean, they're like $40 a pack.
The
Yeah, yeah.
Since when?
I mean, they're like
'Cause I know like actual LOB is like
the legendary collection ones. They're expensive now.
that's wild.
Yeah, I've seen
'Cause you can still get
somebody.
those from like cheap products.
I've seen
Like
somebody auction
Miss
them off
Grease.
for like $30-$40 back before I
Yeah,
deleted
that's
whatnot.
I mean, people on Whatnot are like literal like trust fund crackhead babies. So like
That's
some of those
true.
people that will spend like that like $1,000 on like a $40 product, like
It's
they
it's
get too
true.
hyped with the bidding. I don't trust Whatnot for like price scaling,
Yeah.
as they're like one-offs in my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe that. Because even like a Blue Eyes from the reprints isn't worth that
They're like
much.
40, 50
Like,
bucks, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that's why I'm like, unless they add something
I
in the
never pulled one though. I pulled everything except for Blue Eyes, and I really want to pull one.
I pulled a Blue Eyes before, but it was in the one of the collections that I had sold when I needed money.
Mm,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit. What a sidebar.
Oh yeah, we sidebarred the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that's okay because we're only gonna talk about. I mean, we're talking about the movie now. What would you guys like? What'd you like about the movie?
I like Thad.
Thadland.
Thad
Thad was
just
great in
just
it.
Thad was like the main focal point of the movie, and he
Mhm.
crushed it. Like every time he was on the screen, it was something funny. Even just the
Okay.
opening scene where he's just sitting around on the fucking carnival ride, just going in circles with 2 fucking ARs strapped to his chest, bro.
Fuck, that isn't in
Like
mine.
how does that happen?
But no, the movie was good. I kind of wish they definitely gave us another season instead of a movie.
Yeah.
But what about so? Oh goddamn! So what was your favorite character in season 2 and 3?
Thad.
So besides that, what about okay, second favorite then? Besides like Thad, one
Harmon.
other character I was like Harmon was mine in second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
Harmon
And
and
Larry.
Sammy
And
are a
Larry.
tie for me for 2.
Mm.
Larry's good too.
Larry's a Larry's a wild one when they found out that he did the finger in the ass.
He's like
Alex just drops the fucking thing.
he smells his fucking finger.
Then just looks at Alex just
Yeah, and just
and then he's like and then he walked away and never saw him again. You see in the
yeah.
next fucking episode. What about favorite did you have any favorite pranks from any of the seasons? They did a
Hmm.
little bit of some pranks, but were any stood out to you guys?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, not necessarily a prank, but like an ongoing bit that I liked was that Thad never called Sammy Sammy. He just called him mascot throughout the first 3 seasons, except for the last episode. And then he goes back in the movie. He's like, I don't even know who you are. He was like,
Yeah,
I was your
right?
houseboy. Like, I was the mascot. You called me mascot. He's like, and then
He's like Biscuit is close to
yeah,
Sammy.
yeah. And then Dick Dog comes out of nowhere. He's like, I don't think he knows you.
The Dick Dog guy's funny. Write him a check.
Yeah.
Fucking Thad not having any goddamn money, just writing bullshit checks. It was sad because at the end of Thadland, he wanted to die.
Didn't he fake his death and like he's like on an island or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the Ric Flair haircut,
Yeah.
and then the lady runs him a fucking mojito,
Yeah.
and then screams because he's like, "I want to taste the lime in my mojito." And then she's like already halfway down the beach, and he's like, "Oh, you don't have to go. I can taste it now." He's all hella nice after he screamed at her.
Telling you, Thad's the best character all day.
Hey, he really is. I think my favorite season though is definitely 2. A lot of good episodes in that one.
Dude,
They had a lot of good ones in season 1.
Yeah, I still can't. It's between 1 and 2 for me. I'm gonna have to go season 1, personally. Yeah, I think season 1 was my favorite. But season 2 had one of my favorite episodes, which was the riot episode.
Yeah, see, season 2 had a couple. I like the Riot one, and the Vision Quest was one of my other ones I really loved.
But
Season
season
one,
1
though,
was
was
just so
solid.
strong. Like every single
It was,
episode
it
was
was-
so good.
It was a solid season. Solid episode every single way through.
Every single one had like an ongoing, like it just like a memorable moment.
Mm.
And that was what season 3 was lacking up until the finale. Honestly, it's just like I didn't get to finish all of season 3 on my rewatch, so I only watched like the first couple episodes and then the cornfield episodes.
Yeah.
And I'd like, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go with season 1. Final answer. I'm gonna lock it in.
Go for it. Season 1 was super solid. I can't ever knock that. Season 2 has a few of my favorites I like.
Yeah, I would say season 1 and 2 don't really feel like separate seasons to me, especially if you're doing like a rewatch.
Yeah.
They kind of just feels like, aside from like the obvious like finale being like a separation point, it in terms of like structure of the episode and then like content of the episodes, it pretty much just feels like
a 1A, 1B.
Like I said at the beginning, it just exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're just taking a quick break and here's second half season 2. Oh yeah, speaking of Stephen Amell mini sidebar.
I know what we're talking about. Yep.
Putting that hook back on.
So how? I'm trying to like
different Earth. It's got to be.
No, because they ended the all. There's only one Earth now. There's no multiverse anymore.
You got to keep watching.
Oh.
There's like more multiverse shit that pops up in Flash. you gotta power through the horribly written season 7, and
I think I powered through most of it, and I couldn't.
You get to see the lightsaber duel at the end, though.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
What is this?
It's cool Flash. Up until that, like up until they do the lightsaber thing, it's actually really sick because you're like, oh shit, look at that reverse Flash, Godspeed, Barry, let's go, and then they're like Schwartz, and it's like, all right.
Yeah, I
just killed it.
I don't know if I can go back and. I mean, I want to watch the finale season because Flash was really good, like in the earlier seasons. We need to have a whole DC TV show episode, honestly.
We can still talk about that.
Yeah, we can still talk about that because he was in Smallville.
Aquaman. Apparently, he was also in
American Idol.
No, I was gonna say he was in the HBO Max series Titans. He played Hawk.
Oh, really?
Hawkman, yeah, apparently. But he left the show. He was there for like one season.
He's doing a new show.
Reacher,
yeah. Wasn't that like a Tom Cruise movie?
They did Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
It was like, is that based on the same thing?
Yeah.
Based on the same books?
Yeah, it's the same books.
That was? I didn't watch it.
Yeah, me neither. I know that they keep doing that, and I'm not mad about it because some of those movies, like, I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Shooter with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but apparently the books are like real good.
When they came out with the series of it, it was better than the movie. It was
really?
It was so fucking good. Like I watched it every single week.
I didn't even give it a
dude
shot.
It was.
I think because there was no streaming sites to like watch it on.
It's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix.
I'll have to check it out because I love the movie with Mark, even if it was unrealistic as fuck most of the time. I thought it was still like entertaining.
No, the show was better than the movie for sure, and I'm sad that they canceled it after 3 seasons because it was just picking up. It literally it leaves it on a fucking huge cliffhanger, and that's gonna be like the most annoying thing about the show. Everything else was so good.
I know that like hell different really cool plot lines and storylines happen in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like a ton of stuff that happens, including like a protagonist shift and then the protagonist meeting the original protagonist and that kind of stuff. So I'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's good.
Check it out.
I'm probably gonna rewatch it now that I just said something about it because I fucking love it. Like that's something that me and my dad used to talk about. Like we don't really talk about a lot of TV shows, but like my dad also religiously watched Shooter, which was cool. So it was good times.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Y'all gotta watch The Expanse still.
There we go. We got it. Consistency is key, people. I will one day watch this show. I'm gonna watch this show because you bring it up every week. I will watch it.
So I literally can't hype it up enough. Like when I hype it up, I'm like, it's like
And we'll do an episode about it once I watch it too. Like,
I think
be
like once you like start it, and like at least watch season 1, because I'll if you start it, I'll start rewatching it, because yeah,
I'll see. I might be
think
able
it's
to start
time for
it.
a rewatch.
I might
I'm
be able to
behind
start it
on
next week. I'm fucking dude. I'm gonna
It
be
might
so
all
busy
be
this
available
weekend.
on Amazon, but I don't know. Or the website you watch stuff on probably has it.
I could probably get on there. That's
But
how
yeah,
I
Evan,
watched
it
Blue
might be
Mountain
on
State.
Amazon. It's on Plex.
Okay, and what is it?
The Expanse,
Bro, how do you
motherfucker.
forget about it? He talks
Sorry,
about
I
it
was
every week,
having a
brother.
side fucking conversation.
Bro, I had a side conversation. How do you think I got my shiny Sneasel?
Yeah.
But that's everything I got on Blue Mountain Stizzle. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
Yeah, I want to talk about how
Also,
you haven't watched The
So
Expanse.
we mobbed through it.
We did mob through it. Dude, it's just like, I don't know. Blue Mountain State is one of those shows where it's consistently been in my top 5. Like, anytime I think about like my favorite TV shows.
Higher than Paw Patrol?
Much higher than Paw Patrol.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Paw
Someone
Patrol
needs to
be
get
it,
some fucking culture.
Look, I really like Blue Mountain State, okay? It's a good show.
Yeah, but it ain't got no rubble in it. I don't know the names of the other dogs. I already forgot.
I was like, bro, if you
for the
start
game.
naming off all these dogs, I'm gonna be fucking blown away.
So we need Chris in here. He would have started naming them, and I wouldn't have had to out myself like that.
Yeah,
bro, is that a shiny Satotl? Let's go! Oh, I finally got it.
Damn.
Shiny Satotl.
I know. Fuck it, hey.
Well,
all right. I mean, I got a good hour out of the Blue Mountain States. Look at
hey, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I can't really think of anything else to talk about Blue Mountain State, other than if people haven't watched it, should definitely watch it. It's
Yo,
just,
fucking,
it's so fucking good.
If nobody's watched it, it's on Freevee for free with ads. That's how I watched it. And then same with the Blue Mountain State movie. It's on Freevee as well. Or Plex.
No, not. Plex is an independent server. Our Plex account is someone's server that they have set up.
Yeah, no. If
they could look stuff
Plex,
up,
they can do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works. I just go to a website.
I don't know. I just went to the Freevee because it's.
If anybody wants the website,
Then you could think of Plex like that website, and then download shows or videos off of something like the website you use, and then upload them to a server if you're hosting the server, and then you can give other people access to it. So then it's just a hub for a lot of
I like the hub.
Questionably obtained movies and TV shows, where all you got to do is have some. It's a pirate's land. We'll call it that. It's the 7 Seas.
The 7 Davy Jones Putlocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Blue Mountain State's great. One of the best shows to ever do it. Sad that we only got 3 seasons and a decent movie, but yeah. Speaking of 3 seasons and a movie, have you guys watched Community, right?
I watched like
because that's 6 seasons in a movie.
I think I watched up until Donald Glover left.
Yeah, that's where I start. Like that's where I start the series
stopped.
over. Yeah, I watched it I watched the whole thing like numerous times. That was my replacement after they took The Office off Netflix. But
Joel McHale's just not he's not funny enough to me to carry a show.
Right, Troy and Abed carried the show.
They did, and they even though everyone that worked on the show hated him, Chevy Chase was funny too. Apparently, he wasn't that different in real life.
No, apparently he's
than his
shit.
character.
Yeah,
he was a fucking asshole. So,
but yeah,
if all that is true, sit and spin.
So,
Mr. Chase.
So, apparently, the movie is going to be happening because the whole ongoing thing was 6 seasons in a movie. So they're going to do a movie, and it's rumored that Donald Glover's coming back.
They would have to, especially if
Yeah.
Abed returns. Like,
Yeah.
Ryan Abed in the morning, man. Come
Yep.
on.
So hopefully that works, and hopefully we get a better, follow-up movie than we did with BMS. It wasn't horrible. I want to reiterate, the movie was not horrible. It just wasn't as good as the series. It was a disappointment comparing it to the series. It was not a horrible movie though.
Yeah.
There was potential for something better, and they took the route less fortunate for the fans.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is what Entourage did too. Except Entourage really fucking... Yeah, that movie sucks.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm cool to wrap it up and then hop in a party chat, and then I'm gonna go downstairs because my brother and his family are here. I want to go see my niece before she leaves. Oh, sidebar! I had a proud uncle moment today. So I went down there to say hi, and she walked up to me. She's like, "Can we watch Power Rangers?" I'm like, "Absolutely, we can." So I pull up on my phone. We start watching Power Rangers. Proud uncle moment.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
But yeah, no, we'll wrap it up. So that's the end of podcast number 11. Join us next week for number 12. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We'll figure it out.
Surprise again.
Dude, I'm gonna be so busy this week and like the weekend, and then I go, like, I'm gonna be gone till Monday at the new restaurant, and then I go back to work at Couch on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Damn, son. Well,
so we'll figure out what we're gonna do.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I'll pull something together.
Brainstorm.
If not, we'll just do a plays.
Yeah.
But
we'll figure it out.
All right, everybody, join us next week for another one.
Yeah.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.